Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 12. I feel like it's almost over. We almost to the decision day. I feel like we all ready to get there because these people is crazy. Okay, it's it's like some of them don't like each other. Some of them think they do like each other, and they really don't. It's so much going on. I'm like, where's the exit? Okay, where I get off at? Where's my destination? Where to stop for me to get off and exit left? Okay, immediately is what I want to do. Okay, it is 4:18 in the morning. Okay, but I am still here. Okay, after this, I'm going to bed and stuff. Okay, do not forget to tune in to the Ooh Ladies First panel tonight on Jamie's channel at 9:15, maybe 9:30. I can't think of what time it starts, but y'all know to be there same time, same different place, but same time every week. So make sure to come stop by and see us, okay? Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? To this one and the other one, okay? Again, I'm rushing through because I'm tired. Like the video, comments in the comment section, share it, relax, relate, release, and everything around you and whatnot, okay? And it's all those things I always say. Y'all know to follow me on social media. On IG, it is J_Lees_Corner, and on Twitter, it is JayLeesCorner. Okay, like and subscribe. Let's get it started. Johnny was fully on his bullshit today. Okay, Johnny, I was like, somebody needs to put like some really, really hot rice in his hand and make him smack himself with it because I was like, what are you doing? But first, let's go with Rachel and Jose. Okay, I probably won't be on screen as much because it's 4:19. I'm tired. Okay, I might pop in, pop out. You gotta watch and listen if you want to see me. But y'all know y'all see me all the time. Okay, here. This is me. I'm gonna go away. Okay. Anyway, so Rachel and Jose are still around here acting like he ain't cuss her out and lock her out. Okay. I'm like, how are y'all acting like that didn't happen? Because it did. Okay. I need her to run. Because again, he is going to lock your ass out again. So what is you sitting around there for? Okay. I'm coming on right now. So they go on little dates, okay, in the was it a winery day? I think it was a winery date or whatever. And she brings up how because she works, in schools or whatever, and that during the summer she's off work. Okay, so her summers are usually free. She's usually single, so she's usually traveling. Okay, and because she's usually traveling, when she's not going to be traveling right now, if she has to be stuck in the house, in his house nonetheless, all summer, she's going to be a mean, rude, aggravated person. Okay, and you don't want me to get aggravated. She said, I'm warning you. Okay, I'm just brace yourself for summer rage. I'm looking like, are you giving Jose a run for his money? Because if he crazy on regular days and you crazy in the summer, this is gonna be crazy as I just don't know what's going on or whatever. It's like, girl, come on, I will be in a bad mood, and when I'm in my bad mood, sometimes you'll catch it. I'm like, girl, go somewhere, go do something, go to the library. There are many places to go to not be in the house if you do not want to be in the house. But I mean, that was really all I got from Jose and Rachel. Now he's like, I don't want her to leave me because she has a tendency to want to leave people when she's fed up. Okay, and I do not want her to do that to me. I would be sad if she left me. But you kicked her out. You told her to get out. So then shut up. Okay, let's get over here to he Ryan and she Brett. Okay, I am still upon being bored with these two. Um, because it's the same thing every week. He don't like her, okay? And she wants him to like her. So for her, it's the worst because I want this emotional connection, but I don't have that. I was like, whatever. Now, because she met with her friend, like, I know we're there, it's got a connection. I'm like, girl, leave him. Fuck him. And he's meeting with Zach. And Zach asked a good question. Did you tell yourself it won't work? Did you make a decision in your head that this marriage will not work? So that's why you're actively not trying to make it work. And he comes and I just don't know. I just don't. He Ryan, you on some bullshit, bro. You boring me, bro. It's too much going on here, bro. Leave it be, bro. Okay, I don't know why I said bro that many times. But it's like, what's the point? It's like you won't. He keeps saying, I'm gonna try with her. I'm gonna try to like her. But it's like, what are you doing to actually make yourself like her? And he should have to force himself to like her. But it has been a month. Okay, it has been a month. And I just feel like move on. Now, when she put a little date for them to try to get them closer at like an athletic, like a ninja, the what's it called, American Ninja, this thing where they like gladiators. Okay, it's an adult. Um, I can't think of what it is because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It is like an adult fun house for athletic people. I can't think. I think it's called Ninja Warrior. I don't know. Anyway, they there and they doing shit or whatever. And she planned it because she felt like he Ryan would like it or whatever. And he Ryan is like he's not even talking to her. They had to run up a ramp and then hold on and climb up. He's not saying, "Yeah, go Brett, go." Nothing. He's being dead ass silent. But they were with um Gil and Myrla. Not they were with Rachel and Jose. And Rachel and Jose is like, yeah, Brett, go, Brett. Ryan ain't saying shit. Okay, he ain't saying nothing. But he's saying, I'm having so much fun. I can't tell you not interacting with your wife, bruh. You on bullshit. Now, when he later on talked to his sister, whatever, and he's like, well, it's different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's really, really messy, so I can't imagine living with her or whatever. She leaves clothes all over the place. She leaves clothes in the washing machine. And she'll say she's going to put them in the dryer, but she never does. Okay, I bet if I go to the house right now, she probably still has clothes in the washer from days ago. So she's a messy person. Okay, now when he showed the bathroom, I was like, ooh, that's a lot of stuff. It was really stuff all over the place. But I mean, it's weird because I feel like that ain't her house, so maybe she's like not really acclimated to things. But again, it was messy. It was. But just say something, okay? And when a sister say, well, if the Victoria's Secret model was messy, would you be pissed off? He said, no, probably stand it up. So again, he don't like how he's not attracted to her. And what's bad is he just won't say that shit. Bruh, just say that because you are making things, and the sister said you're making things worse by not talking to her and telling her how you feel. And he is, but he's dumb. So when Ryan and Brett talk later on or whatever, he like, I'm just uncertain. I'm still having doubts, you know. And she's like, well, are you even open to like to us being together? He's like, well, this isn't your fault. Okay, I don't think it's your fault. But but um, but I'm like, stop pussyfooting around. He then say because he's been sleeping like in the living room because he's not wanting it to be like, oh, we're sleeping in separate rooms. I'm like, if she in one bedroom and you in the living room, you have been consistently sleeping in the living room for like a month, y'all are sleeping in separate rooms. You're in the living room, she's in a bedroom. It's still separate rooms. So why are you trying to not sleep in the second bedroom because that makes it worse? And she was like, no, you can't sleep, and you need sleep. Because if I don't get sleep, I'm grumpy. Well, you already grumpy. You're grumpy Ryan, okay? And so he then said, because I need my sleep, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep in this room. I'm like, she Ryan and he read. I mean, it's just like y'all get on my nerves. It's teeth because it's like y'all are not progressing, y'all. And I do blame he Ryan. Is it he Ryan or she Ryan? He Ryan. I blame he Ryan because she Brett is trying to make things work, but he doesn't want. He won't do that. Okay. Let's get to Gil and Myrla, the only couple I think will make it. Okay. So Gil apartment, the lease on his apartment is up in like 3 weeks, which is before decision day. Okay. And so he does not want to renew his lease. So he wants to look at places they can live together as one. I was like, oh. And she's off. Yeah, sure. I'm all for it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So he looks up the rent for the where they live now to see if they can move in there or whatever. And because like, oh, it's fancy, it's really, really fancy here, or wherever. It's really, really fancy, this place. They have like a doorman or whatever, and it's all these amenities. He's like, I don't need all this. I'm like, stop acting poor. Stop acting poor, okay? If you can afford it, do it because you know your wife wants the nice shit. Okay, so if you can afford it, live there. But whatever. So, he like, I don't need all this fancy shit. And she's like, but I do, okay? But she trusts him to find a place for them because again, she's like, he know me. So he's not gonna get somewhere that he know I won't be happy because he don't want the problems or whatever. But when she's on the phone with her friend, I'm tired, y'all. When she's on the phone with her friend and everything, just explaining how much, I'm saying, he's a great guy. And even though in the beginning I thought I wouldn't like him because he's bald, and even though because of things I thought I would not like in the beginning, girl, even because of the things I thought I would not like in the beginning, I now like them. And you know what I'm saying? Had I focused on the negatives, I would have never got to all these positive things about him. And she's really happy with him because she's like, I trust him to get us an apartment. I'm like, girl, that's trust, okay? Now she brings up how Gil's very much so a social person, but she is not, and how he goes over to his friend's house and she does not. And so when he told her they need to go to his friend's house because his friend had just got a house, she said, we can't meet them at like the bar. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And the friend like, look, don't you be around here being no bitch, okay? Because if you seem antisocial, girl, if you seem antisocial around his friends, they're gonna call you a bitch or they're gonna think you one. So do not do that, okay? Be nice to them people, okay? If he wants to go to his friend's house, go to his friend's house and go ahead and have some fun. Be a little bit social, okay? Now, when Gil meets with his friend or whatever, he brings up how his main issue is that she still refuses to budge at all as far as how she lives. He doesn't mind. He like, but it's not an issue for shopping because again, she makes money to buy what she wants. I don't have an issue with that, but I still feel like I don't like that she's still saying she won't compromise at all. So that's the hard thing for me. Okay. However, I want to be with her. Okay. And even now, she walks my dog. Before she was, I don't want no dog. I ain't walking no dog. Get a dog walker. Well, guess who the dog walker? Myrla, walking the dog, pooping and scooping, and now she even wants him to get her a dog. I was like, see, that's how God works. Again, they okay, okay, they're gonna be together. Fine, fine, fine. Let's move on to Zach and Michaela. Um, they are trying to rebuild whatever euphoria they felt in the first couple of days. And they go to play bubble ball where they're wrapped in a big bubble and they bounce each other. It was funny. They were laughing, having a good time, boing, 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 bouncing off each other, whatever. So again, a good time was being had by all, and they sit down and talk or whatever. And I think either one of them asked them, what is your special moment, within our marriage? Now he said, I think she asked him, and he said, well, I can't think of one. What do you think? And then she brought up how, my special or almost happiest moment was when you came to the house when you came back from the honeymoon because again it was separated. And that was 23 days ago. And then he said for him it was at the wedding when me and my friends were dancing, for you, and you were like laughing and crying. So that was my moment right there, whatever. So I'm like, okay, this is our two cute moments, and they both bring up how they kind of want to be able to recreate that feeling. They want to get back to the space of having those feelings for each other. I mean, at least they're trying. At least they're trying. So when she later on goes to talk to her sister, and um, I hope I wasn't talking with my eyes closed and was like mumbling weird shit. But I'm not gonna rewatch this review. If I say anything weird in this review because I was asleep, ignore it. Because I could have been sleep talking. I don't know. Anyway, so when she later on go to talk to her sister, and she kind of let her know how things are going. We've had some hiccups. He's done things, I've done things, whatever. But she kind of sums it all up and said how we both have learned to allow the other one time and space to talk about whatever the issue is, and how she now knows that she should not be out here reacting to things, okay, instead of communicating about whatever she's feeling or whatnot. I'm saying, and how she's gotten him to know that he cannot avoid a conversation. You cannot just not want to talk about something that you feel or whatever you're saying. Um, but I now know I have to allow him the time to be able to communicate to me, what's bothering him. So again, they both been working on things to communicate better. Um, but she's, I like how she said he now will clearly say things to me. Before he would like talk in circles. He was trying not to hurt her feelings, and she's like, but now he'll say, "Okay, look, I don't like this or that, or whatever it may be." But she likes he's being direct with her versus treating her. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So again, that's what it is. Now the sister is like, wow. Okay, my sister, Michaela used to bottle shit up, used to bottle up all her emotions and just explode and act out. And now, it seems like she's taken to this marriage or whatever because I knew she would take that into the marriage. How she blow up because she's just holding things in or whatever. And I do think that's what Zach was saying she was doing in the beginning. So the sister was like, that's what she do. Okay. But to see her have this conversation or whatever, I can see that she seems to be more vulnerable, more mature over the last few weeks or whatever. And I didn't think that she could do that. So the fact that the sister didn't think that Hurricane Michaela would not be able to just control herself, and she's seen that she has, to me means she probably was a terror. And they just allow her to do it because who wants to deal with it? Let her have her way, and that way we don't have to listen to her fuss. So again, it's kind of crazy. But Michaela's saying that one, marriage is like a Rubik's Cube. Okay, it's all these moving parts. And then two, I feel like the Grinch when he got his heart. I was all cold and stealing gifts from kids. And now you realize I can't steal these gifts from these children. And so it's a good thing that she has now. We do see them later on having a little scrapbooking night at the house. And they're scrapbooking their photos from the wedding. And they also both write a poem using the letters of each other's names. It was cute. She was more mushy. He was more funny. But they both like the other one's poem with the letters of their name the most. It was cute. Zach and Michaela was really cute in the beginning. I also want them to get back to that place, but I feel like they both are holding back. And I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, that was really all it was with Michaela and Zach. The big bullshit people around here was in Johnny and Bow. Johnny, fuck you, bro. He made me mad, okay? Because bow, bum, ba, ba, dun, 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 dun. Whenever I hear the name bow, that's the dance I do. Anyway, so Johnny is still upset that Bow lies to others, as he say. She be out here lying to folk or whatever about what she do. And so we see they cooking and talking or whatever, and she brings up how, I have like a drawer in my house, okay, and it has like things that bring me pleasure. And I would like to share that with you, one day or whatever. She's trying to, and she said, I'm trying to court him because he wants me to court him. So I'm gonna say little things that can make him feel like I'm trying. It's about you. It's about you. Okay. I was like, Johnny's a bitch. Okay, no, that's not nice. That's not nice. But I well no, he is. What Johnny, the way he's acting, everything he's doing is bitch made material. So uh they're playing like drink or answer a question, and so she asked him, what would your decision be, or if it was on decision day? He's like, oh, I don't know that, but what about you? What were yours? I would stay married, Johnny. She was like, really? She was like, well, yeah, what I'm saying, I do not want to walk away from another relationship. I used to always run, so I don't want to run the town. I'm gonna stay in fights, okay? I do not want to give up this time. And he like, oh, that's a great answer. That's a great ass answer. But he don't really answer it. I was like, the fuck? He didn't answer the question. Okay, anyway, because he never tells her yes. And when she said to him, I see the effort you put into the marriage, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, he like, get good. I'm like, good. Johnny is a whole app. Look, I told you, Johnny is on some bullshit. Okay, some complete bullshit this episode. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, now when they sitting down at dinner talking, They get into a fight because he don't think that she do enough for him. Okay, I'm gonna pause for it. I think my signal went out. He don't think that she does enough for him. Okay, and he tells her he wants her to take the initiative more, to invite him to do stuff. Okay, and you should do this, you should do that, you should cook on your own, and you should do all these things because these are things that should be done, when you're trying to court someone. I'm like, but are you trying to court her? Johnny is very manipulative. Okay, he's telling her all these things he wants her to do and all these things he feel like she isn't doing the right way, but when she tries to tell him about himself, he gets upset. You upset, Johnny? Why you upset, Johnny? Because he's a fuckboy, okay? I was like, boy, bye, okay? And it's like, the fact that he got upset and walked away like a baby, like a child, an innocent toddler, okay? I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on here, okay? So Bow's talking to production, saying how Johnny don't get, he can't say that he gives 150% and she gives just 100. Okay, that's it. You're not doing as much as me. You're not doing all the things I'm doing. And she's like, I feel like he does not understand that our 100% is different. What he wants me to do and how I do things is just different than how you may do things or whatever. And so he can't make it seem like what I'm doing is enough. Now, while she's talking to production, Johnny's in the room. Johnny's in the room, like screaming or, just yelling out. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He comes out the room. We fight. I hate when we fight. I hate when we have. Well, stop fighting with her, okay? He then said, because I thought we fight because we're not compatible. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. If you want to leave, then leave. If you do not want to be with Bow, leave Bow. But stop trying to make it seem as if she could look. Do she shower? No. I can't ever let that go. Okay, ever, 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 ever. However, in these scenes, it doesn't seem like she's doing anything wrong. It seems like she's trying to do things to make his ass happy, and he just is not happy. Okay, he wants more. He wants it all. And you can't have it sometimes or whatever. So he's telling her we're not compatible. I feel because it should not be this hard. Okay, look how he was fussing. I hate. Well, stop fussing with her. Okay, and then she's standing there with him, holding him. You know what? You know what? We're still figuring things out. You know what I'm saying? We are still doing things. Okay, I am in this, Johnny. I'm in this marriage. Okay. He then said, I need some time. He then leaves. Okay. Now we then see Johnny did not come back. He left, and I'm assuming he went home. Okay. But he said because we needed time apart. I was like, no, you, Johnny, bump, 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 okay, wanted some space because you are being a complete asshole today, okay? And so I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Now, Bao say, he always ducks and runs from me. I can't believe it or whatever. And they were supposed to go to his family barbecue today because it's his uncle's birthday. And he calls her. He calls her and tells her he doesn't want her to go to his family's barbecue, even though she's been up memorizing people's names, I think in Korean. So she's preparing to be to. I was like, Johnny, you ain't shit. I would have showed up. Okay. And he went there and he's telling his family, like his aunts and uncles or whatever, but he's telling them how like she's a bad wife. She won't do this and she won't do that. And the things she do don't count. I'm like, how the fuck can someone do something and you then say, well, that don't count? This motherfucker said because she cooks food that she likes, it don't count as far as her cooking for him. I was like, oh, Johnny's fucking nuts. Okay. Now he's like, she wants credit for doing my laundry. I can do my own laundry, but she's still doing it for you. She wants credit for, making sure that the fridge is stocked, but she's okay if you can eat. He feel like, her cooking food, her going grocery shopping, her doing these things are bare necessity shit. It don't really matter. Okay, then let her not do the shit then. I was like, Johnny ain't shit. He said, I can't see Val as my wife. Now his family like, oh, this motherfucker tripping. Team. Now the auntie did say, you can't want her to be perfect. You cannot want her to be this perfect thing that you have in your head. You're no longer a child. You're no longer in high school. You're grown now, Johnny. You have a whole fucking wife. Stop being a bitch, okay? So we see Bao at home when he's at the people house. She's meal prepping. She's meal prepping for them for the rest. I'm like, and she said that she meal preps. Now she may not do it every day because as she say, I'm busy. I am I think she works an admin at like a cancer research place or whatever. So she be fucking busy. Okay. I'm like, Johnny's full of shit. I was like, what is wrong with him? So we then see they have a whole video meeting with Pastor Cal, okay? And the fact that he was really sitting up there upset. This is the thing. I'm like, you really mad for what, bro? What is you pissed for, bro? Why the veins popping in your head, bro? What is going on? Johnny then tell Pastor Cal and Bob that, I feel like she is no, I don't like her. I don't like her. She isn't genuine and she's making things up around other people to make herself look better. And I was like, Johnny's being a baby. Okay? He feel like he is married to somebody who isn't right for him. Well, you ain't right for yourself, okay? I was like, what's going on? But she like, okay, give me some examples of you feel like I'm not genuine or I'm being why you don't like me. You said, how you be cooking food or whatever, and you don't do that. You don't and I'm like, he really being a bitch. I'm like, what is going on? Now she said, well, we've cooked together. Right, but that isn't just you. You don't cook. That's us. I'm like again, he doesn't want her to take credit for anything that he feel like she didn't do that's extra on top of extra. Okay, which means he on some bullshit or whatever. And I was like, what is going on? And he then said, you make excuses for why you can't do certain. I was like, the fuck? She said to him, I can't meal prep every day because I'm busy. And he's upset in a whole fucking tizzy. I was like, oh, he gets on my nerve. He like, Bob wants to take credit for stuff that they do together. I'm like, why the fuck? If she helped you cook the bolognese sauce, okay, she did. It's things you are doing. I'm like, and Pat the Cow say, you're making excuses and this saying is her. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Okay. You know what? Are you having feelings for somebody besides Bow into somebody else round your feelings or your hearts? Because it seemed like you're trying to sabotage your marriage and it's blamed Bow. And he was like, well, no, I just want I wish I was back with somebody or anyone besides her. I was like, Bow sitting right next to him, hearing him say this rude and this mean shit about her. I was like, is there somebody else? Gotta be. Because you want her to leave you, okay? He then say, I just don't have anyone. No, I will have anyone. I just don't want her. I was like, this motherfucker crazy. And he said, I'm comparing her to who I thought I would have been met with. I have this perfect person in my head and I'm comparing her to that. He like, you can't do that. That's not fair to you. First of all, the shit you saying is rude and hurtful to Bow. That's thing one. Okay, and thing two is you in your own way because you're comparing her to somebody or something that isn't even real. The person or the thought in your head wasn't a fucking real person. You need to burn that shit, kill it, bury it, have a funeral. Okay, it ain't here no more. Okay, you are in your own way. Okay, because Bow is sitting there holding you next to you, taking in all this shit you saying. She is supposed to be like, but can you be her husband? No, he can't. I need Bow to run because Johnny is full of shit. Johnny's crazy. Okay, crazy. And when the conversation was he said, talk to about, let her know that you want to what you want to do. I was feeling discouraged. I was feeling hurt. Okay, but I want to work on this. I want us to work, and I promise to not run away or be negative. You said the same shit when y'all first had a fight at the house and you left the first damn time. Johnny full of shit. Fuck Johnny. Fuck Johnny. And then later on in the bed when they talking about what happened, okay, he basically tell her, the things you do like cooking food that you like, that ain't for me. So I can't look at that as you loving me or giving me affection because you're making something that you like, not really me. So I need you to not do that. I need you to do things for me, not for yourself. When you do something, it should be specifically in your head. Johnny would want this. I may not want it, but Johnny wants it, or if this is how he wants it done, let me do it because this is what Johnny wants. And she folds, okay, because she wants to make this bullshit. I was like, she wants to make it work with an asshole, and I was just like, I just can't. I cannot. Girl, and now it's how I went off. I'm like, Johnny ain't shit. I was like, girl, Johnny's a piece of work. Because the things he was saying that she don't do, she do. She just don't. She may not do it by herself, and she may not do it every day, but she's still putting in 100% effort for what she can do, and he's just acting like it ain't shit. Bastards around here. Anyway, that's all I have. Okay, I'm going to bed now, guys. Again, if I mumble any weird shit, if I was dozing off and said things that don't matter, I am sorry. But I gotta go. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.